Hey guys, it's that time again where we need to review and react to some of the old book hauls on my channel because I do want to keep myself a little bit accountable to the books I'm bringing in the house to make sure that I'm trying to read them at least. So let's go ahead and start watching. First off, this one was gifted to me by a friend. She found it at the thrift store and she's passed it along to me. I do not have this one anymore. I passed it on as well. So yeah, it was a Pippa Middleton kind of hosting events kind of book where she would give like tips on how to host a good event. But yes, that one has been passed on. Guys, I found the entire set of The Lord of the Rings, including The Hobbit, for $4 at the thrift store. Well, yes, I have read all of those books, and that's actually the edition that I'm going through and I would say annotating, but I'm not really annotating, I'm highlighting. So I finished highlighting The Hobbit, and I'm in the process of highlighting The Fellowship of the Ring. So yes, that is the series that I've devoted to my highlights. I don't really mark up any of my other Tolkien books, but this particular box set, because it was a box set, because it was kind of cool, but also in really rough shape from the thrift store, I felt like okay about it. So that's that. Next up is this. It is As Sure as the Dawn by Francine Rivers. Well, I have read that one. It is sitting on my favorite shelf. It's my least favorite of the series. That book in particular, I don't have anymore because I ended up finding the ones that match. So I have a matching set now. So that particular book I don't own anymore, but I do own that book and I have read it. This is The Mermaid in the Basement. And yeah, now that I have two from this series, I'm really looking forward to getting into that. Yes, I have read this book. I buddy read this one. And it was the book, I believe it was the first book I read from Gilbert Morris, and I've basically loved everything that I've read from him since. So this was a great book to find at the thrift store, a great book to start off my Gilbert Morris collection, and yeah, that was a good find. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. Of course, I read The Christmas Carol. I read that one a couple of years ago, and yeah, it was good. It was what you expect from the classic tale. If you've seen any of the movies, it was basically that. This is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Well, there's another Hobbit book, so we know I've read it. It's a watercolor book, and I like to play with watercolor, so I figured this was a pretty good purchase for me. Well, I have used that watercolor book. I think I might still own it. It might be in my art room, but this is a whole schwack of Archie comics. Well, I haven't read those specific Archie comics. I actually haven't read an Archie comic in so long, but I've actually been thinking about it recently. Like, maybe I should read an Archie comic. I was even thinking about buying one from the grocery store like a few months back, and those are expensive, like, man. The next one is The Cricket in Times Square. You will have probably seen in one of my vlogs. I read A Cricket in Times Square in grade 4, and then I also reread it again a few years back, and yep, so I have read it. The Cricket in Times Square and The Stinky Cheese Man and Other Fairly Stupid Tales. Again, Stinky Cheese Man, I did read it in high school, not in high school, in elementary school, and then I reread it again a few years back. The Inn at Ocean's End by Colleen Coble. I have read The Inn at Ocean's Edge? Yes. I don't really remember it. I'm not a huge Colleen Coble fan, so I can't even tell you if I still own that one. Possibly, but who knows. This is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Way of Kings, yes, I have read it. I don't have that edition anymore because I have a different edition, but I don't plan to continue the series, so. The Everyday Life Bible by Joyce Meyer. Okay, well, I haven't read that edition of the Bible, but I have read the Bible, so I still own that book. The Bondage Breaker by Neil T. Anderson. I have not read The Bondage Breaker yet. I still own it. I still would like to read it, but is this the first one that I haven't read yet? For reals? Neil T. Anderson is Victory Over the Darkness. Also haven't read Victory Over the Darkness yet. It is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me and Other Concerns by Mindy Kaling. I did try Is Everyone Hanging Out Without Me by Mindy Kaling. I did try that one, but I DNF'd it because of language. This Present Darkness by Frank E. Peretti. Yes, I have read This Present Darkness. It is on my favorite shelf. The Lost Queen by Signe Pike. I did try The Lost Queen by Signe Pike. I have unhauled that book and I DNF'd it because of content. I'm doing really well with this book haul so far. Shadow's Edge by Brent Weeks. I did not try this series from Brent Weeks. I did collect a couple of them, but after I read the Lightbringer? No, that's the series, Lightbringer series. Prism. Black Prism? Black Prism. I think that's the first book. I read that one and it was fine, but everywhere that I've heard all of Brent Weeks' books kind of go downhill from there in terms of like content. So I just unhauled it. I knew I wasn't probably ever going to get to it, so I unhauled it. The next one is Dune by Frank Herbert. Yes, I have read Dune. It has been on my favorite shelf. It is no longer, but I do still really enjoy it. And I do still have that copy. It's The Little Giant Encyclopedia of Card Games. Well, I haven't actually read that little card game book, but it's there if we ever need ideas, so. Well, I guess that was it for the book haul. That went really fast, and I'm surprised at how well I did. Like, almost every one of those books I've either read and kept, tried, DNF'd, and unhauled, or there were a couple that I haven't read yet, but I do want to still. But overall, I would say the percentage was really good on that haul. I look forward to keeping myself accountable to these book hauls in future, so look forward to seeing more of these. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!